Oh, we got a fish, we got a fish, we got a fish, we got a fish. That didn't take long. That did not take long. Welcome, guys. Springtime is here. We're on the water. We just set lines. It's gonna be a tough day because I don't know that we can get out in the open water, but we are hooked up. And I can actually see the fish on the live scope right here. Let's open this up. There it is right there. There he is. There he is. Literally just set lines. He's got a little tug to him. All right. Spring setup here. Got a lot to talk about. Got a lot of different things going on. New setups for this year I'm using right now that I'm loving from Okuma. We're gonna talk about all that. But first, let's get this fish in. Let's get this fish in there. That did not take long. Literally, not even 2 minutes to set that line up. In fact, you guys saw me. Man, this guy's got little shoulders on him. At least he's pretending to be. All right, come on. Come on, buddy. All right, I gotta be careful because I got another line out right here. He hit right when I was setting up my lead core. A little short core anyway. Come on, buddy. Now, I was out here yesterday. I tried to film, but I had issues with the GoPro, of course. So I instead did a live stream. So if you want to watch me fish live, that was really cool. I'll link it down below in the channel, in the description rather. That was a lot of fun, catching these fish live, and people were, hanging out with me and all of that. But today, hopefully, we got the video or the GoPro working properly, so we can get this video done here. All right, let's go. And oh, my wait, my hook, wow, hold on. That was our first fish of the day. All right. I gotta go back and get my stuff. What the heck? My knot gave. That wasn't the line. That was the knot. The knot actually gave out. I'm gonna get my. Luckily, it floats, which is why I like that Ready Rig planer. All right, guys. Here's our first coho. We got him in, even though we had that breakage in the knot, which is rare that happens, but we got her in. Pretty cookie cutter size coho. We'll bleed her out and get her in the cooler. All right, guys, now that I have that first coho in the kayak, let's go ahead and take a second to talk about our all new setups that we're running this year from Okuma. Back at HQ, so I can share with you this setup that I'm running all new for 2023 that I am already in love with. This is gonna be great. So what it is an Okuma SST Magnum taper rod. This is 7'10", medium action. And what's great about this rod right here is that it has a lot of play up front, right? A lot of play, which is great for like our coho. You're really gonna feel the fight, it's gonna be good. But what happens in the fall period when you're chasing after these kings? Well, you've got very stiff backbone here that's gonna allow you to bring in kings or coho. I've got this paired up with an Okuma cold water. This is the 153D, which is the smallest size Okuma cold water that they make, and it's perfectly fine for your coho and yes, your kings. You're not gonna get spooled. You shouldn't, honestly, because you're in a kayak. You can always turn and chase down that fish, pick up the slack, and just have the fight. So you can go with the 153D in your spring and in your fall periods is what I would say. In the summertime, I would recommend going up a size. We'll talk about that in a separate video. Another great thing about this rod is the carbon fiber handle right here. That makes this rod feel extremely light. And not only that, but something that I've quickly realized is that this also allows me to detect what's going on with my presentations much better than other rods I've used in the past. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, as you know, if you're trolling cranks or even pulling a big dodger like this, those lures are going to have an action in the water, which is going to translate up into the rod. A lot of times you'll tend to look at your rod tip to see what's going on. So if you're trolling a crank, you should see your tip kind of vibrating back and forth because that's the action from the lure in the water. Or if it's a dodger, there's more of like a pumping action that you'll see your rod tip kind of doing. Now, the other thing that I will do with my rods is I will lean up
while it's in the rod holder, and I will put my hand on the butt of it to help give me a feeling verification of that lure working properly. What's great about this carbon fiber handle is that it is super sensitive. So where before in other rods where you may have foam or maybe like a cork back here, and you can you would feel it, but like with this carbon fiber handle, I feel the action of that crank in the water. I can feel the stubby dodger, the dodger in the water pumping and pulsating, and I feel that translating from the tip all the way to the base of the rod. Those are two keys there that really help in allowing you to determine if your lures are working at the proper speeds that you're trolling at and giving you the proper action that you're looking for. So again, Okuma SST Magnum Taper Rod paired with the Okuma Cold Water 153. Springtime for Coho, fall for the Kings. This is going to be my go-to setup, and I am absolutely loving it. Let's get back out into the water.
There we go. Fish on. Fish on, fish on, fish on. All right. All right, boys, we're back in action. Got our second fish on right here. We are making lemonade out of lemons. We can't really go out into the open water, so we are working the channel and we're getting on some fish. The funny part is a lot of times people think you got to go out in open water. This time of year, you could fish the harbors too. They're in here. This guy feels like he's got a little bit of weight to him, perhaps. We'll see. Let's hope that our my knot doesn't give again. There he is back there. All right. Just gonna slowly reel him in here. Doing our best to keep that tension. It's not uncommon for you to lose these fish. You know, they're doing all kinds of twisting and turning and jumping like that. So all right, let's try not to break this again. And right in. Whoa, there we go. Fish number 2. All right, another cookie cutter, little springtime coho. There we go, fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. There we go, guys, we're hooked up. There we go. It's been a little bit of time since the last bite we got. We got our first 2 in the first, I don't know, 40 minutes. And then we've gone a couple of passes with nothing. And boom, we just took a fish right here. We'll see. Well, at least we're hooked up. We'll see if we can get him in here. If he stays on and cooperates. All right, all right, all right. And he came off. Damn it. Oh, that happens. Unfortunate. All right. So we're 2 for 3. All right, guys, here's an update. The strong south wind has really turned things up, and I think it's done a lot to kill the bite. Nothing's really been happening, and I had two hits on a crank over here, but nothing stuck. And I don't think it's gonna get any better for today. We're probably gonna need some winds to settle and adjust. So we're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. As always, want to support me, the channel. All the links to do that are down below. Get all the gear in the Amazon shop. You can get all my fishing reports, community meetups, and more, all done through my Patreon for my supporters. And all the links to all my sponsors. You can check them out and check out the gear. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, throw it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time on the water.